guys, I'm ChezPride, and today I want to record a video going over every item I can find in the regular build and buy mode of The Sims 4's newest expansion pack to current date, Adventure Awaits. So I have come to the 64x64 lot in the new world that comes in this pack, and I've placed down all the items in build and buy mode, and we are going to go over each one in every swatch so you can see all the items that comes in this part of Sims 4 Adventure Awaits. So like I said, I have placed everything down and I tried to organize it in an order that made sense and it'll be easy to go through with you guys, but I've yet to actually look at the detail on the items too close or really look through all the swatches of everything. So this isn't a full-on first reaction like I normally do, but I did buy the pack late, so I feel like it doesn't make full sense for me to do a full-on first reaction like I normally do, but I will pretty much be reacting to these swatches and looking at the stuff up close and personal for the first time with you guys. If you've watched one of these before, you guys know that I always start with the pre-made rooms just because it kind of shows us a good idea of what comes in the pack and how they wanted us to use it. So let's go there first. So this expansion pack only came with 5 pre-made rooms, and honestly, I feel like that barely scratches the surface, especially with what they are, because this whole pack is supposed to be very diverse, and it's about all the different ways you can use getaways in your game, especially mixed with other expansion packs. So it's supposed to be really diverse and have a lot of different perspectives and add a bunch of new children's gameplay as well, and have that children's gameplay affect their adulthood. So it's kind of about growing up and being an outdoorsy kid and, you know, being bold and taking chances as kids and new gameplay, but it's also about, you know, being able to go and get those getaways and really customize them. So I feel like only 5 rooms doesn't really cover a lot of the pack. They didn't even like have a playground room either, which I guess makes sense because they did add a playground lot to the base game. But still, I just feel like these 5 rooms don't really scratch the surface pre-made rooms normally do with the expansion pack. Also, pre-made rooms aren't as popular as they were in the beginning of the Sims 4 ages. So I'm sure they didn't want to waste their time on making a bunch of them. It just doesn't seem like a lot with how diverse this pack is. But as far as these 5 rooms go, the 5 rooms we have are the Nostalgia Receptive, which is like a living room space. We have Wanderer's Rest, which is like another living space, but it's kind of more like, you know, a bar and a fireplace and kind of a relaxation area. We have, I am going to murder this name, but basically Butterfly Hub. Leviatris Hub. I'm sorry if I said that wrong, but basically it's a whole room focused around the new butterfly collecting aspect of the pack. Then we have Happy Camper's Rest, which is, I'm assuming, supposed to be like a camp getaway bedroom, but you could probably also use it if you have a bunch of kids in your own house. And then Spinner's Delight, because they also decided to focus on fitness and romance and somewhat the cooking skill in this pack. There's, like I said, a lot of diversity, but they decided to have a whole new fitness room featuring all the new fitness stuff. That's the 5 rooms we are looking at. If you have watched these before, I always start with these rooms, and they normally always have 3 swatches. So this first Nostalgic Reprieve, I'm sorry, I'm probably saying that wrong as well, but is basically like a living dining room entryway situation. It has the new living set, the new dining set, and the 3 color schemes it comes in is kind of like a monotone color. So we have like the gray, blacks, and whites, as well as like some blue tones. And then the one I picked out is the creams and browns with like kind of red accents. And then there's also like a pink with like cream and light brown. Like I said, I chose the middle swatch, and this is what it looks like. It is mixed with base game stuff, so all the wall paintings are base game. I can't remember if this is base game. I think it's like something we got added in recently. The TV is base game. The horse culture is base game, but like brings back like actual older video games, and it's supposed to be like an older video game console. coffee table is new. This whole dining and living room set is new. This rug is new. I'm pretty sure this is a new floor tile, new wallpaper. I believe new windows and doors. I may be wrong about that. I know the archway is not new. Possibly new pots and pans. I don't recognize those. A bunch of new stuff added to here. Even this little lamp thing, I'm pretty sure is new. I am impressed with how much new stuff they added in this first room. If we go on to the second room, we have the Wonders Rest, and as you can see, it has like a fireplace and a sitting area and old jukebox and an old bar and a little entryway table. So it could be used as like an entryway table. I feel like this would be like a basement, like chill, like man cave room almost. I don't know. I guess maybe they would have TV or something, but maybe like old school man cave vibes. But I have chosen the first swatch, which is kind of like a darker brown with red. And then there's like a white and blue swatch with light brown. And then there's like a tan and green and yellows and blues. I don't know. I don't like that color combination. I like the first one the best. So I'm pretty sure. I don't recognize this chair, so that has to be new. Like, this is a whole combination of things that go together. I like this rug. I like the new bar and bar back. I love when a bar comes with a bar back. I feel like that's really useful. These are all definitely new. All the new, like, kayaking stuff, because kayaking comes in this pack. I don't recognize... Yeah, the lamp is also kayaking themed, so that's new as well. I don't recognize the entryway table, but it may not be new. I also don't recognize this. So I'm pretty sure a lot of the stuff is new. I know the jukebox is not new. Like, that's not new. This little painting here is not new. But a lot of this stuff is new. I do like the flooring and the wallpaper in here, though. It's really cute. If we go on to the third room, I'm not going to try to say it again, but it is the butterfly hub room. And it comes in like a mint green, a bright blue, and like an orangey and pink tone. And I thought the mint green was the cutest for the butterflies. This is what the room looks like. It comes with some basic doors and windows. The base game butterfly painting, of course they added that. But on this new table, we have a plant. We have the new singular butterfly catchers that you can put in your inventory and catch butterflies with. And then we also have the big butterfly catcher that holds every single butterfly in the collection. It has a slot for each one of them. We have just a regular base game computer set up, but it has new butterfly wall plants, which is really cute. So that is really cute. And then our fourth room, like I said, is the Happy Campers Delight, which I would assume is supposed to be like a camp getaway room, but also you could use if you had like a shit ton of kids in a cabin. So that is really nice. It comes with a new floor and wall, which I do really like those new floor and walls. I'm really excited to make some cabin builds with these. I love the new rug. We have new, what are these? Bunk beds? Bunk beds. We have the new bunk beds. We have one of the new imaginary friends, which is going to be a whole video that I do as well eventually. A little table here that's set up with the new crafting. What do they call this? DIY Delight Paper Craft Kit. So we have a paper craft kit. And I keep seeing this little setup here, so I'm pretty sure this is new because I've seen in multiple rooms. We have some kayaking stuff, some butterfly catching stuff, the base game toy chest, a new mirror, new wall decor, new fan. I'm obsessed with this fan. I love the little boxes you can use as tables. All this is very campy and very cute. And then the last... Oh, and also the swatches. I chose like the brown and red swatch, which is like the middle swatch. But there is like a light brown and green and yellow swatch. And then there's like a whites and purples and blues and yellow. Very kid colors. We have the Spinner's Delight. So this is the new workout room. So there's a bunch of new workout stuff and they tried to make like a gym room for it. So there's like a reddish and orange tone. Then there's like a gray and blue tone, which is what I chose. And then there's also like an orange, yellow, and blue, which not a fan of. It has the new spin wheel cycle things that you can get the fitness to go up with. We have some little just mats hanging around. Again, the new fan, new weights, which are actually usable unlike the Love Struck weights. So these you can actually get the fitness skill up with too. And since they didn't do a full-on kitchen set, they did add a mini fridge and a blender. So you can do that. You can also stack these on top of each other, so you don't even have to have the little cart if you don't want to. You can also put these on counters, I'm pretty sure, but we didn't get any new counters, which I was really sad. I was like, oh, I wanted cabin counters. But I'm pretty sure these paintings are new, but there's a lot of new stuff here. But that is all the pre-made rooms. And like I said, I feel like that barely even scratches the surface. I mean, if you look at all this stuff, there's so much more stuff than that. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm gonna kind of go just like in order of it being in build mode, and then we'll jump into buy mode, because I feel like most of the stuff is actually in build mode this time around. I'm not complaining about, because I wanted new build stuff with this. Let's go ahead. I guess, you know, the first thing I want to point out is actually the landscaping, which I feel like is really weird, but there's only 3 items. I just feel like I should go over that first. So these are actually butterfly bushes, basically. From what I can tell, it's literally called edible flower topre, and basically you can find these around the world. And I think you can like catch butterflies and whatnot with them. I think there's other ways to catch butterflies too. I think you can go out into the environment and find them in the new world. These, from what I understand, have a lot to do with the butterflies. I haven't exactly dived into the butterfly gameplay, so I'm not 100% sure, but I know these have to do with the butterflies. That's it. That's the landscaping. No new trees, no new bushes, no new flowers, just the butterfly bushes, basically. They are cute, but they're not your typical landscaping. I was expecting to get more like camping trees, you know, stuff like that, maybe a new woohoo bush, but no, we did not. But speaking of woohoo, we did get water stuff. So we have a in-ground hot tub. I guess it's technically not in build mode, but it goes with the new pool stuff that is in build mode. You can woohoo in the in-ground hot tub. You can do anything you can normally do in an in-ground hot tub. It's just way more convenient because it's in ground and it takes up less space and it's less bulky. And then, like I said, in build mode, we have the new pool stuff. So we finally got diving boards and slides. So we have slides in the playground stuff, but we also have water slides, and we have low and high diving boards that you can practice the diving skill, which is also going to be included in this pack. We already had the diving skill before, but this is giving you new ways to expand upon it. So let me go ahead and show off all the colors on the hot tub and the diving boards and the water slides. So the hot tub comes in white, gray, black, brown, blue, white and black, all black, more brown. I guess these are supposed to be like dirtier than these. They look a little dirtier, but they're all the same colors. And then we have a cream, a brown, a gray, and a white. So a bunch of the same colors, just in different like textures. Oh, that's not dirt. That's like stone. Okay, so basically we have the same colors over and over again. It's just one's like a metal, one's a stone, and one's like a plastic. I get it now. I thought the stone was dirty at first, but no, I'm just stupid. It tries to fit in to all the different build types of stuff they have here, because there's several different build styles here. But like I said, we have 2 diving boards. So we have like a wooden and a plastic. This diving board is going to be the same color as this one, and this one shows off more of the wood. So I'm going to go over the swatches in this one. So it comes in 5 swatches. So it comes in this brown with this blue board. It comes with this brown with this gray board, dark brown with the brown board, orangey brown with the blue board, and all white. And then the plastic, same situation. They're going to be the same colors. So we have a white and blue, a white and gray, a cream and brown, an all blue and all white, a gray and red, and a white and green. Which honestly, I kind of like the white and green. That's kind of cute. And then we have this plastic water slide, which I'm so excited to see SM use. But it comes in gray, red, mint green, camo green almost, a brown, a gray, yellow, purple, orange, like almost peachy orange, interesting. Blue, white, and black, which, you know, I love a black, but honestly, I think my favorite swatch is the blues and grays, because the blue is like what I think of when I think of a public pool slide. I've seen a lot of blue ones, and I grew up in Georgia, so I've seen a lot of water slides. But that is all the new pool stuff. We have the, I guess since we're right next to it, platforms as well as the foundations. These right here, these shorter ones, are the two new platform trims. So we have like a wooden platform trim that comes in like this medium brownish red color, this like more plain light brown, a black, a gray, orange tanny brown, white, a reddish brown, almost black brown, a cream, a gray, and a medium brown. And then we also have the new stone, and there's a lot of different stone things that match these stones, so we'll see them better on other things. But it comes in like a grayish white stone, like a brick red stone, a brown stone, a bluish light gray, a bluish black, and a blue and white stone. If you go over to foundations, which are different, but there's a couple of different things. So we have these stones again, but they added a color in here. I think it's this color they added. I think it's just like the same but different than this, like just with a different top, because they don't have the extra in any other of the stone things. They just randomly add it into the foundations. So we have the stones again. We have those same wood, but they're like slants, but they're the same wood colors as these, because we have waterfront lots. Specifically, Gibby Point is one of them, or get the Gibby Camp for kids. We have new water foundations, like so water stilts. So these are like wood with like stone on the bottom. And you can see here I raised one so you can kind of see the stone compared to the wood. Every one of them has the same stone. It's just all the different woods that we have right here as well. I guess let's go ahead and go through doors and windows. And there's several styles of doors and windows, because like I said, this pack tried to cover several different. So that archway is new. I said that archway was base game. No, it's new. It's new. All these doors are new. Okay, but here we have like this old wooden door combination. So there's a taller, technically all of these are a short wall height. There's one that goes all the way to the top that's like a skinny like porch screen door. Then there's a solid wooden door that's the same as the solid wooden door, but it has a screen window. And then there's a double door that has the screen windows. So I'm assuming all of these have the same color combination. So I'm just going to show the one that has the most space, which is the double door. This red and orangey brown, we have a red and white, very farmy. We have orange and yellow, brown and green, which gives me like Thin Mint vibes, brown with blue, an all dark brown, an all medium brown, and all dark brown, a dark brown and white, a reddish with blue, a white and blue, a white, and a all black, which is really nice that they're including all black and all white even in the more dingy woods. We have this more modern but kind of oldish door. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe 90s. I don't know. That gives like fancy house in the 90s. I don't know. But it comes in a bunch of like white and light wood colors. So we have like the double door with the windows, we have the archway, and then we have this screen door that has all the same colors. I'm going to show it off on the double door again. So we have a cream and white, an all white, a like brown and light tan, a brown and white, like white and pinkish color, an all cream, a green and white, a white and blue, another white and blue but reversed, and then all light blue, all white, and all black. The all white, kind of nice. And then we have these sliding and like more modern doors. So there's like just a regular front door, side door with a screen on it, or I guess more of a window. And there's these double sliding doors, and then there's like this fancy modern front door. I feel like all the swatches are going to be shown off on the sliding door the best, so I'm just going to show them off on that. So there's a medium brown and blue, a dark brown and blue, a tan and blue, lots of blue here, a lighter tan and blue, we have a gray and blue, gray and light blue, we have a red and light blue. We have a gray and white. We have a white and brown. We have a tan and white. We have an all white and we have an all black. And honestly, I want to look at the front door. So all the same colors, just kind of shown in a modern door. I kind of like the red on that. I don't like the red on anything else, but I like it on that. But then we also have the windows to go with these doors. So these are the more modern windows that go with these modern doors. So we have them in the square, that we have them in like a triangle rectangle. I don't know how else to describe it. It looks like a house. It's like a rectangle with a triangle on top. Then we have a full length up and down mirror. And then we have two smaller mirrors. Wow, mirrors. Windows, not mirrors. Windows. We have two smaller windows. One's a square, one's a rectangle. So let's look at this on this like house looking window. I don't know. I find this window shape super interesting, and I very much want to find a way to use it. But it comes in all those same wood and white swatches that those doors had. I don't know, the black is really nice. Like, I could see that used for several things. And then we have these windows, which go with the first set of doors that has the obvious red swatch. So we have a full length like screen window with the wood paneling under it. We have a double screen window. We have a single window, flaps, I can't think of them, but the little side pieces on the windows that flap over, and then just a full square window. So I'm going to show off the double wide window. So we have the same swatches as the door. We have that red and orange. We have that red and white that's very Barney, that yellow and orange, the mint color. We have the blue and light brown. We have the all brown. We have the all dark brown. We have the dark brown with the white. We have the red with the blue, the white with the blue, all white and all black. Again, I'm loving that thin mint color. And then we have these two like net like screen windows, like almost like plastic windows, are supposed to go with this door set. So we have these, it's just two swatches. It's just a large rectangular window and kind of a more square window. It comes in the tan, the more medium brown, the green, the dark green, the gray, the white, the orange, the medium brown, the dark brown, the blue, the white, and the black. And then we have these, which I'm assuming is actually supposed to go with this door specifically. So it kind of goes with these windows, but this one is just plain glass and this one's just square glass, and they have a wooden frame. Let's look at the one with multiple squares. So there's the cream and white, the all white, the brown and cream, brown and white, the white and pink, the all cream, the green and white, the white and blue, the white and dark blue, the all light blue, the white, and the brown or black. So I think it only makes sense that the windows go on the walls. So maybe we should look at the wallpapers next, which there are several, but they all kind of go together in a way. So first, the ones that really don't go with anything, controversy of what I just said, is the stone, but the stone has a bunch of stuff that goes with it, including the flooring. So these stones are the same stones that were on the foundations and platforms. We have the blue, red, and white stone. We have the gray and black. We have the kind of oldish, wore out red and brown and blue. We have like a blue and yellow. We have a white and bluish. We have a black, blue, and white. And we have like an orangey color. And all of these have kind of fancier looking tiles. The colors are there, but the textures are different. And it throws me off. But I think they're supposed to go together. I think that's how it's supposed to work. They also, while I'm here, have matching fireplace roof pieces. So that's the thing. We have the wallpaper. So this is the wallpaper I pointed out that I liked earlier that has like the trees and the cabins. So there's several different swatches. There's like a white and cream and brown and just with green trees. And then there's like a white with blue trees. There's like a dark brown with red trees. There's a blue with blue trees. There's a white with yellow and green trees. There's a green with green and orange trees. Oh, it kind of has like a little Sasquatch. Wait, I didn't notice that before. That's cute. Wait, that's cute. Okay. Then we have a white with cream and white trees. We have a cream with green trees, like different shades of green and tints. Oh, someone's getting abducted. Okay, this wallpaper is fun. Wait, I didn't notice all the little details in this wallpaper before. That's cute. There's Sasquatches, people are getting abducted, there's tents, there's trees. I like this. Okay, but there's also the like purple swatch, pinky swatch. There's a black swatch. There's another purpley swatch, but it's lighter with darker purple trees. And then there's like the teal and brown swatch. And there's little reindeers. Aww. Okay. I thought it was a little tacky at first, but it's cute. And then we also just have solid colors. So we have a solid black, which honestly, thank you. Thank you. Solid medium brown, a solid dark green, a solid white, a solid lighter cream brown, a medium green that's like kind of a foresty color, a blue, a white, pinkish brown, a dark brown, a blue, and a cream. We have the several wooden wallpapers, which are all supposed to be like to build cabins with. So very excited for these. And we have straight across and up and down. So we have one set of up and down planks, which hate to say it, but are my least favorites because they're way more bulky and have like the really big like spaces between. So not the hugest fan, but I do love the wood color concept they have. So they have a couple tans, they have a dark brown, they have a white, they have a medium browns, they have a black, they have a medium with cream, they have a blue and white, they have a very light cream with white, and then they have an all medium brown. The colors were really nice. These do remind me of the walls in my basement at my house, which is like an old farmhouse basically. So I do appreciate that because these give very much like farm basement vibes. That's just what I love about them, but they're definitely not my favorite. The other wood pieces that are definitely supposed to be more of an outside wallpaper are my favorite. So these are the new across cabin pieces, like the more modern. So they have like the smaller slants. They have all the same wood colors basically, but they're like smaller slants, and they do have the pieces in between each little one tile, which I'm not a fan of, but I do like the wood texture on them. And then we have like a more rough wood, which doesn't have the slants in between, which I appreciate because when you're having it all one color, it'll look really nice. But it definitely gives the most like rusty cabin, but that's like upgraded, modern, and clean and nice. This is probably my favorite wood selection, but we also have a new chunky, like cabiny wood one that's across, kind of like these are up and down kind of chunky. These are side to side, but the slants aren't different colors, which I appreciate. But these definitely remind me the most of what I would say is like the only thing that reminds me of outdoor retreat. This pack, like everyone was, when this pack came out, was so concerned it was going to be too much like outdoor retreat, but this wallpaper right here is honestly what is the most outdoor retreat. We have this swatch, but I think it's better than the one outdoor retreat, honestly. And then if we go up, we have a bunch of roof pieces. So I already pointed out these roof pieces, but we also have like these like dormer windows with like the different metal roofs, which I think these are really nice. They are two tiles by 2 tiles, so they're 4 tiles total, which does take up a lot of room. But if you put them side by side in like the same color, I think they would look really nice on top of the building. They would definitely add more dimension. And if you just want to do like 2 single dormers, they would look really nice for that, as long as you had the matching kind of metal there. Then as far as other roof pieces go, we have the camp little flags. So it has all the different flags that come with the different camps and getaways you can make. So a lot of different things. This is definitely camp vibes to me though. And then we have some more fireplaces, but they match the wooden slot swatches that are under here. We have that metal roof that matches these little 4x4 dormer pieces. So we have the matching pieces of those metal roofs, a lot of blues, a lot of grays. We have a green, we have a pink, lots of different colors. Like, are these like stone? It's called canvas roof. Okay, that's what it is. It's a canvas roof. I'm also going to put my filter back on. But the canvas roof has the new roof trims, and they come in matching wood colors that everything else has come in. Those pieces there. Then, speaking of wall colors, the other wall or floor pieces we got were wood slants to go with all the different wood colors of the cabin type wallpaper. So we do have all those wood colors in flooring as well. Only one, and it's really nice. It's not very like rustic. It's very modern wood. But I think we already have a bunch of rustic wood in the game, so it's fine. Speaking of roof pieces, we have these little roof pieces that are more like wall pieces because they stick to the wall. You would put them like over windows, so they're like window ledges basically, but they match these dormers and this roof pattern. We have what are these called? Spandrels and columns. So we have the very wooden, rustic, cabiny, all the wood, old wood type situation with a column and a spandrel. And then we have these, which honestly look like cigarettes to me, but they're supposed to be like metal poles. I don't know. I don't like these because, again, they remind me of cigarettes. Maybe even like old school, like not one-hitter vapes, but like you would have like 100 puffs and a disposable vape. These look like old school disposable vapes, like when vaping was just a thing and like my mom was trying to get me off cigarettes. So that's what these remind me of. This one specifically looks like a cigarette, just with a red tip. I don't know. I don't like them, but they're there. Let's see. What would logically come next in build mode? I guess the stairs. As far as the stairs go, we have a stair that goes with the stone colors. So I lined up each one of these stone stairs with the stone color, and it doesn't come with a railing, but we do have wooden stairs that come with 2 different options for railings, and it comes with matching fences. The stone does not have a fence or anything like that, unfortunately. I would have loved to get like a stone fence, but I guess you can use half walls. We have all the basic wood colors with a really honestly normal looking wood spandrel. Like, this is really nice for just everyday houses, and comes in all the wood colors that come in this pack. So we have like the orangey peach, we have the beige, the black, the white, the cream, the brighter white, or reddish brown, dark brown, white, gray, and medium brown. And they come with fences and fence gates that match. So these are the fences and these are the fence gates. So it's like a double wide fence gate. These are the same stairs as these. They're just in 2 swatches. And they show off all the different, I would call these like almost netting of fences, like metal netting, stair railings and fences and gates. Kind of give chicken coop vibes, if you ask me. But they come in metal, so there's like a black metal, white with a black netting, brown with a white netting, a white with a white netting, a brown with a cream netting, cream with a gray netting, a white with, is that green or gray? That's gray. Gray netting, a brown with a black netting, a white with a gray netting, a reddish brown with a white netting, a cream with a black netting, and a cream with a white netting. They also have the matching fences with the double wide gate. And honestly, they're about the same height, so you could really use them together if you wanted to, which is really nice. I feel like that's a really nice detail that they did. And these, I don't think, are like regular ladders because they come with a big space. So I feel like you probably couldn't put your canoe up to them, or you could put them on the dock for like a jumping dock, or you can specifically make them where they go into a lake and ocean water. So that's kind of what these are good for. They're not like your normal just up and down ladders. They are specifically more meant for docks. And then we also have some signs and some archways. So like you could make like a camp with this like archway in the entryway, or you could make like a business or a getaway with these signs and whatnot. And I feel like they all have, these are all together with a common theme, and then these go together with a common theme. And then the ladders just come in all the basic wood colors. So it comes in all the plastic and woods and metals that we have already seen throughout this whole pack. But I will show them off one more time. I feel like those are like half and half the same color, honestly, because they don't look dirty. I'm going to show this sections of the sign off with this. So this kind of matches all the different flags and icons we have. It has all the different camping type of signs you could probably possibly imagine. It even has some midnight and jellyfish on there. I really like this one. This is like classic camp vibes to me. We have a more like upscale camp vibes. It has like the pillars and the wooden sign with the sunshine over it with the metal roof. Like, this is really nice camp vibes. This I think is really cute. It's like a little sign that goes like food over here, concession over here, bathroom over here, lake over here. It comes in multiple colors. Some are obviously painted, some of are just solid wood with words on it. I just think this is so cute. It has little rocks at the bottom. Oh, that is adorable. As someone who went to a lot of camps growing up, I really am enjoying the vibes of like the cabin camp situation. And then we also, as far as environment stuff go, we have 2 new little stands. I'm assuming you can buy food from. See, this one is Sugar Paradise Food Sauces, sells desserts. And this is Fresh Fit Food Stall. So this buys healthy food and this buys desserts. So that's cute. And then we also, in traditional camp tradition, have a public bathroom stall. So there's a 2-person bathroom stall, which I think is really nice. These 2 don't come in multiple colors, but this will. So we have like tan brown, we have a dark brown with a green, we have a blue with a white, and also a gray with like a creamy orange pink roof. It's not as many colors as I would like for that, but I'll take it. That's like all of the build mode stuff, and everything else we are about to look at is more in buy mode, including the playground equipment, which, yes, there is so many things here, but let me just like show you why. So if you go to objects by function and you scroll down to the middle, we have all the new playground stuff, and it comes in modular pieces that are already put together. So we have like a large modular playground with a roof and without a roof, and then we have the medium with and without a roof, and a small with and without a roof, and then we have all the different stair pieces, slide pieces, and then there is also tunnels as well as swing set. A lot of different playground equipment, because the base game new playground lot trait, like, you have to have, I think they actually tuned it. Or did they say they were going to tune it? I don't know if they tuned it yet or if it's going to come in like the big update. It was like 8 playground pieces, now I think it's like 6 or 5. Each one of these counts as an individual playground piece, including the slide from the platform. So it's really easy to do if you have this pack. But as I showed off in previous videos, if you just have the base game, the new playground is kind of hard to do because all you have is like the jungle gyms from the base game if you just have base game. But if you have this pack, the new playground lot will be easy to complete. Let's look at the individual pieces first, and then I'll go into like what was the different modulars. So we have the swing set, which is really not a part of any of the modulars. It does go with everything and have the same color swatches. So we have like medium brown with blue. We have a tan with blue. We have a white and gray. We have dark brown, green, and gray. We have a blue and red, very vibrant. Speaking of vibrant, we have yellow and blue. And we have blue, green, and yellow. This goes with all this. So this is all the individual pieces. I did have to connect some of them together because you have to connect them together to make it work. So we have the metal slide, which is kind of different than everything else, but I am so glad they included a metal slide because the park I grew up going to had a huge metal slide. That was the big feature, and they recently tore it down in like the last couple of years. I was really sad about it. So the fact we got a metal slide made me really happy. So we had this metal slide. It comes in yellow, green, blue, and red, and then it comes in the same swatches, but like a little bit more of an older, rusty slide. And then speaking of slides, there is the double plastic slide and the swirly slide. As a kid, if a playground or a McDonald's had a swirly slide, you were set. They come in the same swatches. They come in all these plastic swatches that come with the rest of the playground equipment. So it has like this classic mint green. This was the classic playground slide back in the day. We have a light blue, which gives me more pool vibes. And then we have a gray, greenish gray, a red, a darker blue, and a yellow. And this slide comes in the same colors. And then also this tunnel comes in the same colors. So also at my playground growing up, we had a tunnel exactly like this color would exactly. So I was really happy to get this playground piece because I would just like go and hide in the tunnel. My little autistic self that didn't know how to make friends with strangers would just go and hide in the tunnel and just like stand against the wall so people could get past me because I was tiny and not much in the way. So we had this, we have blue, we have white and gray, we have brown and greenish gray, we have a red, blue, and yellow, we have a yellow, blue, and red, and a red, yellow, and blue. That made no sense. It's all the same colors, just in different orders. There's also just like a wooden bridge. Kind of works like a tunnel, but you just walk across it, and it connects all these platforms, and the platforms have stairs to go up on them. They also have attachments. So first, we have just the regular wooden stairs that lead up to the short platforms. It comes in all the same colors as like the slides and the different wood platforms, basically. They have I don't want to call it a Jacob's ladder because it's not rope, but it's kind of like a climbing wall, basically, but just wood slots, not rocks, so it's easier. And they both attach to the platforms, and the platforms come in the basic wooded colors plus the red, blues, and yellows. And there's different sizes. So there's the short ones, and there's the short ones with roofs. And the roofs have like the metal swatches, but also matches all the different wood colors. And then there's taller platforms. How do you get up the taller platforms? If I look at the ones that are put together, I guess, the stairs connect. Okay, so you connect the stairs from this platform to okay. So if you have a small and a tall platform next to each other, you can connect the stairs to go up that. Okay, that makes more sense. Anyways, so we have the lower platforms and the taller platforms, both with roofs and without roofs. Also is very realistic to the playground I grew up playing with. And then more fancy than the playground I grew up playing with, it has tic-tac-toe and a little bubble that your kids sim can go in and look out of and like play like they're playing captain or something. I don't know. It's really cute. But the X's and O's tic-tac-toes come in a bunch of different swatches. Some of them come in like animal and plumb bob swatches as well. It's not just regular tic-tac-toe, which is really cute. Is that animal or void critters? Those are void critters. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. And then this little bubble thing comes in all the different plastic colors with all those same wood swatches, including the red, blues, and yellows. So that's a really cute, all the singular pieces that go together. And then, like I said, they have the modular pieces. So this is the small that it comes with. And as you can see, it's the same piece. It's just flipped around. It has all the basic stuff with and without a roof. And then you have the medium, and the medium is two platforms put together with a tunnel. So you have two ways to climb up. We have a stairs and a little ladder thing. We have a slide to get down on this side and a tunnel to look out on this side and a little tic-tac-toe board on this side. And then it has the same thing but with roofs. And then we have the large. And the large has stairs that connect the two lower to higher platforms. It looks like when you put those stairs under there, it also has like wooden planks that holds it up. Oh, there is a ladder that goes right here. I don't know why I didn't put a ladder over here. As a ladder you can get up to, which I'm assuming, it comes in all the same wooden colors that everything else does. As a little slanted ladder with the wooden slots. Then we have a lower and higher platform and a swirly slide, which again, back in the day, if there was a swirly slide, you were set. So that is all the modular playground pieces. It comes in the singular pieces, or you can buy the pre-connected pieces. So you can choose to build your own or just use what is there, which I always find really handy when they take the time to do that. As far as other activities go, when it comes to outdoor activities, we have a new archery skill. So you can use this archery in all the same colors on the target, just in the different wood. So we have the light, the medium, the dark, and the white. And it comes with little arrows that your Sims can throw at them. And then you also have the kayaks you can put up on the docks or just near the water, and your Sim can put them in their inventory and you can go out on the water. We have the new butterfly catching stuff. So this is a little butterfly piece that holds every single butterfly in the butterfly collection, which I feel like eventually I will end up doing the butterfly collection, but I'm not in a huge rush to do it. But it comes in all these same wood colors, including like the pinky woods and the grays and the solid whites. If you just want to catch like 1 or 2 butterflies, you can put this in your inventory or display it in your room, and it'll display just like a couple butterflies, and it comes in a bunch of fun bright colors, which is really nice and really fun for kids. As far as outdoor stuff, we have a new campfire, because you can't have a camp without a campfire. So this is like a safely small campfire that has a stone circle around it, which I was taught in Girl Scouts was the best way to build a fire, is put a stone circle around it, or a stone square, depending on how you're building your campfire, because there's some campfires that you build with like a square formation. But this is obviously just like the tiki type situation. And then we also have a space heater, which is really nice for like modern camping. So if you wanted to build a more modern camp with like space heaters outside, you do have the option of a space heater. Activity wise for kids, we also have the imaginary friends, which I will do a whole video on all of the imaginary friends and like befriending them and aging them up and whatnot. But as far as the dolls you buy, these are it. A little creepy looking. I feel like compared the imaginary friends in Sims 3, they're actually a little bit more creepy. Your classic imaginary friend with the little spinner hat and the face clown. And he is actually, I forget, okay, I know she's evil, she's creative, he's competitive, which makes him a goofball. But you can always switch the traits, but they do come with traits. You can't say this is not Rainbow Dash. I'm sorry, I know they're not named Rainbow Dash, and they can't say this is Rainbow Dash, but this is Rainbow Dash, you guys. This is Rainbow Dash. These are the imaginary friends, and you can buy them for your children, and they can befriend them, and then when they age up, they can turn them into real Sims. So, I will make a whole video on that, but they are in build mode, so I included them in this video. As far as other kid items, we have the crafting little paper craft thing, which I think you can also do as an adult, but it's mainly targeted towards kids. So there's like a teal and purple, there's blues with greens and reds, there's like a dark board with a orange and yellow and very warm tones. There's a pink and blue tone. There's a black and pink, and then there's a white with like bright colors. Then there is the new retro gaming station that comes in just your classic colors, and it kind of comes in some nice wood colors as well. So, and then this table is just, I think, a new table. This is just like an old wooden side table, but it fit the items perfectly, so I put them on there. We have the new exercise stuff. So the exercise stuff you can teach a class in, kind of like you can with the yoga. So they have the teacher's bike, and then they just have like the individual bikes, and as long as they're in this area, they can teach that many cycles. It does come in some funky colors. So we have like a white and red, we have white and yellow, we have a all white and gray, we have a bluish gray with a yellow, we have a black and red, we have a black and yellow, a black and teal, a black and red and gray, we have a yellow and black, and like a green, red, and black, which is an interesting combination. I don't know, I like the black with the teal. And then we also have the new workout weights, and they come in basically all those same basic colors. We have the black, the red, the yellow, the green, the gray, the blue, the white, and the white and black. So that's the new workout equipment. And I think that's like all the activities pivot-y stuff. We'll just start from here and work our way over, I guess. So as far as tables go, there are tons of tables. So we have like this little chest that's like a side table. We have this coffee table. We have this entryway table. We have like this bar shelf table. We have this little fold out table. We have this little craft table. We have this dining table. We have this little small square dining table. And we also have a picnic table. Lots of varieties of tables. These and these two I feel like go together. These two go together and the picnic table kind of goes by itself. But I will show you the swatch of everything. So this is the little chest that's actually a side table, which I think is really cute. I love all the bright colors. Like this pinkish purple is really cute. This blue is really cute. This red is really cute with the stickers. These three I think could basically come in the same swatches, but it comes in all those wooden swatches. So here's the coffee table that you can possibly put your new gaming system on. You have this really nice entryway table, and y'all know I'm a sucker for an entryway table, so very big fan of this. And we have like this like little bar table, almost like I feel like you could put like a sweet tea or lemonade or something on that. Probably the new smoothie blender as well. We have kid table, like fold out tables. They're kind of like rustic wood colors that kind of wore out. They have stickers on them. This is kind of like your fold out table to put like a tray of like food on or something. There is the two dining tables. So we have the long dining table that's probably used at like campsites to have all your kids eat around, or, you know, a big family that lives in a cabin. And then you have the small rustic table that I was showing you guys earlier with the play stuff on them. We have a new picnic table, which there's so many picnic tables in this game now, but looks like this one has like little handprints all over it for the first 5 swatches, and then there's just like some rustic wood colors that match everything else. Oh, more hands. Okay, so there's 4 solid swatches and then a bunch of hand swatches, which is very interesting. I like the blue. Honestly, the blue is a fun contrast there. We have the new chair and seating situation. So we have a sitting chair, a double love seat, and an ottoman that all go together and kind of have all the same patterns. So I'm just going to show it off on the double couch because this seems to show off all the swatches plus all the wood swatches. Oh, look at that pink. That's a cute pink. Okay. I'm not even into pink. That was cute. I love the purples in this pack too. Like the purples are really fun. And then we have like this leather situation. So we have triple couch. We have just a regular sitting chair with no arms. I guess this could also be used as a dining chair probably. Does it slot to the dining table? It does not. Okay. Well, you could pretend it's a dining chair. It just won't function as one. And then we have like a little throw chair with a little throw blanket. The throw blanket probably shows the most swatches. So I'm going to show all the swatches for these 3 items on this item. So honestly, the reds and the blues are really cute on this item. I really like this like dark red, and this particularly I think is really cute. We have like this outdoor campy chair, and it has like a chair plus like a little stool that goes with it. You could like pretend your sim could like put their feet up in it. But it comes in like classic lawn chair looking swatches. I don't know how to describe it. It has like the wood with like this stripy, really cheap fabric that you're scared you're going to fall through because it's almost like netting. That's what I see when I see this. It has a bunch of different swatches, has some solid, has some stripes. The stripes specifically make me feel like I'm going to fall through it. Don't know if that's anyone else, but I feel that way. Let's see. Let's go back into this corner and then we'll go down here into the beds. So we have some fireplaces, but we have 3 new fireplaces. So we have like this wooden or the stone one that goes with all these stone wallpapers and stairs and whatnot. And it has a little wooden mantle on it, which is actually kind of nice. I like the wooden mantle. I hope it has stuff that can slot to it. We have a more modern wood and stone, but can still pass for like a log cabin vibe, just like a really nice log cabin vibe. And then we have the type of fireplaces we have in my house, which are the little metal fireplaces that mine are attached to a stone wall like this. So mine's like this with this instead of this in my house. But I like the fact that they have the little singular fireplace. And honestly, you could probably put this like without it being against a wall. You could put it like outside or something, and it would make sense as like a little cooking oven or something, or like maybe you sit around this little fireplace outside, but it could also be used for like a living room. I don't know. I think it's cute. And then rugs. Rugs are a major feature to me in any expansion pack. So we have this rug with the multiple patterns, which honestly, I like the patterns on this rug. A lot of times the patterns on rugs are too much for me, but these are really cute. Okay, these two are a little much. The canoes are a little much. But like the painted looking ones are really nice. And then there's like the patterns. I really like the ones with like the water swirls on them. I don't know, that just reminds me of like waves, but not in wave colors. And honestly, the gold and black is really nice. And then we have this like netted kid campy one. So it has like, I feel like you would like make this with like big yarn, you fold it with your hands. I don't like braiding rugs almost. Like my great grandma used to have rugs like these, but they didn't have pictures in them. They're more like this. But I think the ones with pictures on them are really cute. I'm not a fan of fish, but this campy looking one with the sunset is really nice. And then we have a couple of decoration items. So we have the yoga like mat bags, or I guess this could be camping bags, like camping tent bags. Though we didn't get any new tents, which I feel like was a misplace. It says outdoor equipment storage. Okay, so it doesn't exactly tell you what it is, but I feel like it was just a missed opportunity not to include tents, because we could include another tent with another tent, woohoo, and it made sense for camping. But we do have what looks to be like rolled up tents, and then we have a chest with like some books and a lantern, and it comes in all the bright fun colors. It's really cute. I like the plaid on the book basket. I think that's really nice. What is this? Coffee and tea assortments. Okay, so this is like a little kitchen item, like decoration item. I guess you can make tea with. You can't physically make tea with it. It is just decoration, but it looks like something you can make tea with. Then we finally had the fan I've been bragging on, which I'm so glad we have a little standalone fan. This is going to come in handy in so many builds. So many builds. This is the perfect decoration. We have one new house plant, which not like an actual house plant you keep care of, just like a little decoration plant. But it's still really cute. I like the solid green swatch. That's really nice. We have some more cooking utensils, which honestly, these are really nice. I like the fact that it has a grater. It has some really nice swatches. Like it has a leaf swatch, has some solid leaf pattern swatches, has like a reindeer. I don't know. This is really nice. I really like solid leaf swatches like this. Like it's solid, but it has like a leaf pattern on it. I don't know. That's really nice. I'm always using these in kitchens, so to have another one I'm really excited about. I guess we'll go to the wall paintings and sculptures. So the pots and pans are new. I was right. So these are our new pots and pans that you can hang on the wall, which it has a strainer on them, which I think is really cool. I don't think we have one with the strainer on it yet. We have the new wall plant with the butterflies in it. It has some very interesting color swatches for plants like purple and orange, but you know, this is fine. Then we have the canoe paddles with all the different colors that kind of go with all the different camp theme colors, which there's a lot of swatches for that, and it comes in plain black and white, so that is also really nice. We have just this little motivational poster. It has like a bunch of different athletic stuff on it. It has the swimming, the weightlifting, the yoga, what else did it have? Yoga, spinning, walking, running, stretching, swimming, cycling, all that stuff. Then this is really nice. We have like a new like art gallery piece. It has like some really nice cute paintings with like a lamb and landscaping, and then we have like some fish and canoes, which I'm less of a fan of. Oh, I really like this. It has like cabins and leaves and ducks and butterflies and dogs. That's my vibe. This is my vibe. This one right here, this is my favorite. And then we have like some like camp type artwork, so it has like camp flags and little flower prints. So like I guess your kid could like do flower prints or paintings. There's like some birds. I don't know. It's really cute. It's camp theme, but super cute. We have new shelving. So we have, what do they call this, like grunge room type situation, like woodland cubbies. They call this cubbies, okay? But basically it's kind of like cabiny entryway piece where you can like set your shoes and put your wallet down, hang your hat up. And it has like shoes and a tiny little arch. It has like a little cabin piece. It has a rope. It has a backpack. It has little dishes. It has some binoculars, some books, some storage. It has a matching shelf piece that has like, plants, books, a little picture on it. Is that like a Rubik's Cube? That looks like a Rubik's Cube. That's really fun. And it has a matching shelf. It has like lanterns and little books and little boxes and whatnot. They come in all the same swatches. We have the lights. So we have 2 new little lamps. We have a wall I guess this is not a light. It's a wall clock. So we have a wall clock with a bunch of darts in it, which is really cute. Go with the archery skill. But then, like I said, we have 2 lamps, a tall lamp, a wall lamp, and then we have 2 new hanging lights as well as this jellyfish lamp. So let's look at the wall light first because it's just a simple little metal lantern, which I think is really nice. Will come in handy for a lot of builds. It has basic metal colors. And these are a bit more funky. So we have this tall canoe paddle lamp with like tree lampshade, which is very interesting. But it comes in all the swatches, including this like black and brown swatch is really nice. We have like this fake candle in like this wicker basket, which I think is really cute. I will probably use that a lot in like cabiny builds or even like old-timey builds. And then we have like this little kid lampshade that has like a bunch of stickers and it's bright colors and could go on a little side table next to your bed. Jellyfish. 3 size lights. So these are to go with small, medium, and large or tall wall height. So you can have different sizes above like your dining table, or maybe you have a place that you delete the floor out of and it's like 2 floors tall and you put this lamp going down in it. I don't know. But that's kind of what these are for. So we have some jellyfish. So they come in some really funky bright colors. So we have some pinks, we have some orange, we have some greens, we have some blues, yellows, purples, reds, and also gray and white. So, but that comes in 3 different heights, and then it has just like a jellyfish lamp that pretty much goes with it, but it looks like it's almost made out of paper. But if you want to make a jellyfish bedroom, it's totally possible. And then we have the same concept as the jellyfish lamps or lights, but with like little spotlights. So these are like very rustic cabiny vibes, but it comes in all the different wall heights. So it comes in all the metal colors plus some fun metal colors like greens and pinks and blues. I'm gonna do this stuff first, and then we'll finish with the beds, which honestly I normally lead with the beds when it comes to the buy stuff, so me doing the beds last is so weird. We have a bathroom set. So we have like this new camp looking wooden shower, which honestly we have this in outdoor retreat, but this is better. This is a nicer one. It has stone in the bottom. I don't know. This is way nicer. And then we have this little mirror, which is really cute. It's just like a little hanging mirror. Love that. We have a matching individual sink. So you don't have to put it in a counter or anything. It's just a standalone sink. It has all those nice wood swatches, including the blue. We have a really nice tub. Like, oh my God, I love this tub. Like, it's so limited in what kind of build it could be used for, but it's so nice. It is so nice. I love the little handles on the side. How cute is that? We have 3 new wall height curtains. So as of the moment, they don't have the curtain rod. You know, that's probably coming in the future because everyone's complaining that there's not a curtain rod. There is a bunch of bright colors. They all kind of have a plaid top with a solid bottom. I don't know how I feel about this, honestly. Like, honestly, this is not my favorite curtain. I do appreciate that it comes in all of the wall heights, but it's not my favorite. I actually kind of prefer this little rolled up curtain here. So it doesn't actually cover your window, but it looks like you can unroll it and it would cover a window. It would fit perfect in like a little camp cabin vibe. So I love that. We have the quote kitchen stuff. So we have a bar and a bar back. Comes in all like just the plain old timey wooden swatches. It has some bottles, it has some storage boxes, and the bar just comes in the matching wood swatches. It is only a 2-seater bar, so it's probably not for like a big country bar, but for your local town bar, maybe your house in your basement where you have a little party room in your cabin, that would be cute. We already saw the blender and the mini fridge are basically the 2 new kitchen items, but they were shown off in like the workout area. We also have a new teapot. You can make smoothies and tea in this pack and have a mini fridge. They did not give us a regular fridge. They did not give us cabinets. They did not give us counters. They did not give us a sink to go into counters. They did not give us ovens, but they did give us mini fridge, smoothie machine, which I am excited to try out the smoothie machine, and a teapot. 2 mini fridges are exactly the same, so I'm just going to show off this one. Comes in all a bunch of gray and white swatches, basically. Your smoothie machine comes in gray and white swatches, but also red, teal, mint green, beige, and pink. And then the teapot comes in white, mint green, yellow, orange, blue, pink, white, black, blue, red, green, and brown. So that's a bunch of fun colors. And then lastly, surprisingly, like I said, the beds are last. So we have a single and a double bed that's kind of like your cabiny log bed, which honestly, this does kind of give outdoor retreat. It has the cabiny little wood front and back, and then it has plaid in a bunch of different colors. And honestly, the dark brown with the blue, I kind of like. I like this. The double bed comes in all the same swatches. We have a metal frame bed that has like some fun, vibrant swatches. And a double bed, a single bed, as well as a bunk bed that you can slot the single bed under. Always love in theory, I always love a bunk bed, but I don't like the functionality of a bunk bed. I really wish they would tweak with the functionality, but it has some plain, some plaid, but they're all bright and fun colors. That's the bunk bed. This is the double bed, which the blues and the browns are kind of swaying me, and I do like the purple. So this is the single bed. And that, I believe, is all the items in this pack. That is all the stuff that comes in build and buy mode without completing challenges like collections and jobs and going into debug. This is just all the basic build and buy mode, which honestly, there wasn't a lot of stuff in buy mode. I feel like the main stuff was like the playground equipment, and we had like a bunch of random little stuff. Build mode is where it was at. Like they added a bunch of stuff for build mode. I love like all the cabiny type stuff. Like that is something I've been wanting more of since we got outdoor retreat. I actually really appreciate the build mode in this pack. I do like all the interactive objects. Like I just said, there wasn't a lot in buy mode, but all of the objects are pretty much interactable except for like less than 10. So I really appreciate that because I do love a good decoration, but I'm more likely to put stuff in my build that is usable than just decor, which I feel like a lot of expansion packs come with a bunch of decor, which is nice, but I prefer having usable stuff. Most of the stuff that is usable, I will end up putting different videos out that show off the different usable things. I'll probably even include some of them just like in my Let's Plays and whatnot. I do have certain videos set, like the Imaginary Friends, the Butterfly Collection. I want to do a bunch of videos on like the getaways and whatnot. So all that will be coming over time. Like I said, I bought the pack late, but I'm still having fun looking at the pack because I think it's a really nice pack. I'm really excited to get into the getaways. For now, I'm going to end this video here. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and do all that awesome stuff because you guys are awesome people. I'll see you next time. All right,